So here it is, the mid-engine Corvette. What's up, everybody? It's Eric with SSR. Let's take a look at this thing. So first off, why is GM changing the Corvette after all these years? Well, quite simply, to make it better. You know, with the engine mounted behind the seats, you're going to have more neutral handling, and you're certainly going to get the power down a lot better, which has been a big issue with the ZR1. So, how does it look? Well, I think it looks pretty good. I think the first thing you notice is that it's still recognizable as a Corvette. I really like this rear shoulder line, how it transitions into this body panel that like overlaps the door, creating that side intake. Pretty cool. I haven't seen anything like that before. Now, as far as the engines go, this thing's going to be powered by an updated LT1, which should do about 500 horsepower. But they're also going to have a 5.5 liter high revving V8 that does about 600 horsepower. And then it gets even crazier. They're going to have a twin turbo version, which should do about 800 horsepower. Now, the standard transmission is going to be an 8-speed dual clutch, but it looks like GM is working on a manual gearbox for this thing. How sweet would that be? Now, looking at the rear, the first thing you notice compared to the C7 is there's a lot less black plastic, and that's a good thing. Now, the other thing you notice is a lot of venting in the back. You got to try to get that hot air, suck that hot air out of the engine bay in the back. So you got these vents on the side. You got vents all around the rear glass. You even got vents in the taillight here. Now, another thing you'll notice is that the rear end doesn't have that chopped off look that a lot of the Corvettes have always had for aerodynamics. But you see here, it still has a lot of sharp trailing edges. You got the trailing edges on the taillight by the vent, the exhaust, and of course that one across the top there. But you've got some interesting things going on here. It's a little bit more three-dimensional. You got this concave shelf above the taillights. You got this nice highlight coming around the taillights under them. And then, of course, you got the rear bumper that actually wraps all the way around to the side. Now, the spoiler is a fixed unit. There's not going to be any active aerodynamics on this thing in order to keep the price down. And also what I like to see here is that USA sticker. You know, these things were really probably ripping around the ring. So now if GM can put a decent interior in this thing, I think they've got it, man. Keep the price below 6 figures. It's going to be one hell of a car. Well, let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Leave a comment below.